What's happening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Stars of Tomorrow, an FM23 series where we look at some young talent on Football Manager and we see how they develop in the course of their careers, for players that I pick and players you give me in the comment section. But before we get into the episode, you can leave your player down below in the comment section about a player you think I should look at. Can't guarantee I'll do that player, but I'll take a look at him and see if I can get him to be a player worthy of, if I can get him to a video for you or not. But also down below, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. Also leave feedback as well in the comment section. I'm going to set up a new Discord soon, where you can all join. I'll do an announcement. I'll show what's on the Discord so you can get involved in that. I'm looking for feedback, guys, to try and improve the content, and there's only so much I can do without you guys giving me your thoughts. You know, fresh eyes and that kind of thing. You see more than I do when I'm so close to the content. So today's player is Roony. I don't want to say his name. I'm going to try it. No, I'm calling Roony. I'm just going to Roony. Roony, we'll go with that. I can't even begin to pronounce that second name. Bardghji. That's close. I'm going to get to it. It's probably completely wrong. But what else is new? A right winger who is very strong on his left foot and very strong on his right foot, which is fantastic. He shoots from distance, plays 1-2s, runs the ball often, and cuts inside from right wing. He has got a max potential rating in the game of 170, which is what he's set at in this. He's got, straight away you can see the physicality is going to be great already at 16 years old. Great ability. Obviously, dribbling 14, first touch 14, passing 14, technique 15, good determination. Looks like a really, really good, solid player. Now, I've done, obviously, a coach report for you guys. He's got a fair amount of pace. He's going to improve on in the future. Obviously, this is all kind of subjective things, some of this, but the main thing is that there. Fairly susceptible to injuries, so that could be a problem going forward. We'll have to look at that, of course, and see if that's the case. Obviously 2-3-star current ability, 4-star entry with 5-star potential. Signed a new contract in 2022 before I took over this. So obviously he's 16 years old, so a lot of time to target this player and see if you can get him out of FC Copenhagen. Obviously, guys, if you're new to this series and you wonder how I find these players, essentially, if you want to get these players loaded, just load every single player in the game. You'll find them. Obviously, some guys are max rated, sometimes are variation, so they're not all like max, potential. So essentially, what I'm going to do going forward is I'm going to make sure that I mention what the max potential is on the players. Next thing I'm going to do is a locked one, but some of these are ranging, so there's no guarantee you'll get this version of the player, but most likely, if you get lucky and you get the high rating, you will. So, first jump, let's go. Alright, folks, so he's 20 years old and already gone to Juventus, and straight away you can see increases across the board on most attributes. Pace, obviously, to 15, which is good for me. Good enough fitness, good balance, good agility. 5'7", I forgot to mention at the start of the review. Shoots from distance, plays 1-2s, runs the ball often, and cuts inside from right wing. That's still basically the same traits. Good crossing, good corners, dribbling's good, which is fantastic. So his technique looks like a really good player early on already. Now, we also saw at the start he is injury prone according to the report we have from the coach. Let's see if that's translated here. I mean, I don't think that's injury prone in my opinion, but again, I don't know what they class as injury prone. Is it severity or is it amount? For me, it's amount. I'm looking at that. It's not great. It's not ideal. You want ideally to do a blank all, really, honestly. But it's not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world. I've seen worse than that, so not too bad. So how much did Juventus pay for him? £9.5 million they paid for him from the FC Copenhagen. So basically what I'm saying, guys, is go get this guy. That's a bargain. £9.5 million for a guy with these stats already at 20 years old. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm assuming we've not got many goals and assists in his career yet. We've got 8-4 that season, then 5-2, then 1 goal that season at Juventus. Obviously, back end of the year, didn't really play that much. Slowly getting more football here, 1 goal again, but this year he's had a bit more game time and got 3 goals, 2 assists. I think Juventus could have done with loaning him out a bit here, in my opinion. I don't think they needed to keep him. I think they maybe missed a trick there a little bit, but he's still developing quite well. And I love the fact that he's 2-footed, he's got good dribbling, good corner kicks, not bad either. He's got a decent long shot on him as well at 14, and he can cut inside. He basically ticks a lot of boxes for my right wing position that I want to see. Right then, another jump. Let's get to it. He's gone to Bayern Munich, and oh my god, how good is this guy? Absolutely insane. Corner 16, crossing, corners 15, sorry. 16 crossing, 17 dribbling, 14 first touch, 17 first touch, sorry, 14 finishing. See how that happened, can't you? Passing 15, technique great as well. Pace is fine, acceleration is not bad either. I think this can still increase a little bit. Injured in him currently from Barcelona, which is interesting. Injury records, I'll look here. Again, there's a lot on this list, but you look at it from basically from 2026 onward, it's not that bad. It's like 2-3 days. So I don't know what they're going for when they say fairly susceptible to injury. Is it severity? Is it length? I think this, for me, is what is fairly susceptible means. I think it means amount. But again, in this scenario, he's not been that bad. It's like 2 days, 3 days, 6 days. It's not that bad, in my opinion. If it was like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, happening all the way through the season, then I'd be more concerned. But that's not happening, so I think we're okay with that. So Bayern Munich got him £59 million, but how did Juventus do with him at the club he was at before this? So 3 goals, 2 assists, then 16 goals, 8 assists, then 5 goals and 18 appearances. Sold to Bayern with £59 million, still a good deal in my opinion. 4 goals, 1 assist. Then he's got 11 and 4, and then 19 and 7. Absolutely fantastic. If you can get this guy for £9.5 million at the start of the year, or start of his career, then you're on to a winner. You really, 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 really are. And you know what? He's on my list at United, on my offline United side, which I may update you on occasionally when I've played some bits of it. But oh my god, this guy is absolutely fantastic. So let's see if he continues and what he gets like into his prime essentially. Alright folks, he's at Barcelona. I don't think I've got to say anything other than look at these stats at the top of the screen here on the left hand side of the technical column. And the pace is still good as well, and the mentals are increasing to a good level as well in my opinion. This guy is an absolutely gem. If you can get him for £9.5 million at a big club and keep him and develop him, you've got absolute steal here. Insane. 16 crossing, dribbling and finishing, 17 first touch. Long shots 13, could do better than that, but obviously play rates have been changed here now. Plays 1-2s, runs ball from the right wing. I'd say get him shooting more, because he's definitely got the finishing for it. He's got the technique, he's got the composure, he's got the finishing. He can definitely score double figures every season, in my opinion. So, injury record. Okay, there's a lot of them here, but again, a glancing view, looking at the severity or timeout mainly, it's not that terrible. I'm not too worried about that, in my opinion. I think that's really that bad. So, how has he done at Bayern Munich then? Did they just... Oh, they sold him for a lot of money, didn't they? Look at that. And they didn't really get much out of him. 11 goals, 4 assists. Then 19 goals, 7 assists. Goes to Barcelona, and he's got 11 goals, 2 assists, 6 and 1, 7 and 2, 4 and 5. What are they? Where are they playing him? This is they've been. The stats don't match what he should be doing on the pitch. Again, maybe he's been unlucky with that. But no, I think we're just seeing a bit of mismanagement here. From him. But again, the stats don't lie, do they? You can't legislate for what the AI manager does. Obviously, you're better than the AI manager. You're certainly better than me. But yeah, this guy is an absolute steal for 9.5, even £59 million. I think is an absolute bargain to buy. But if you can get him for 9.5 and keep him happy and develop him at your own club and not left to sell him, then you're absolutely killing it, aren't you, with him? Right, continue, guys. I want to see if he can get those figures again, because he struggled in the Barcelona recently, hasn't he? Okay, he's still at Barcelona, and look at the technical stats. The pace obviously going down at 32 years old, but that makes sense as you get older. Technical is fantastic. Mentals are not bad either. They're very good. I won't say he's going to be a captain or anything like that, but not bad mentals. I want to see injury record again. Just a quick check of that. Again, I think it's just a matter of injuries, not that serious. It's just niggly injuries every few days. So, Barcelona got 11 goals for the season. Then they got 6 and 1, then 7 and 2, 4 and 5, 5 and 4. 17 and 7, 14 and 12, and 11 and 8. So he eventually settled in more. Maybe a change of manager happened then at some point, which suited him more technical changes, what he asked him to do, and what role he's playing at. Can play striker. I don't think that's a problem. I think you can make him a striker very easily, looking at those stats. Even a cam. I think obviously with the Roony Bardghji and cut inside from the wing, you can went wide, but I think this guy is an absolutely fantastic player. And for the money you're paying for him, not Barcelona's fee, but the fee for Bayern Munich and for especially for Juventus, he's an absolute gem. With a potential rating of, like we said, of 170, he didn't quite reach it in this scenario at the end of 32. But what a player. I think definitely a case of signing this guy early before he moves to a biggish club. And if you can sign him earlier than loan him out or loan him back to Copenhagen and really go for it with development, then you've got a player here who I think is fantastic. You can play striker. You can play cam as well. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but I think striker or right wing are the ways to go. So if you have enjoyed the video, I hope you have enjoyed it, hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you want to keep updated with the content on the channel. Feedback always welcome, guys. Constructive feedback, I would say. I've got a zero tolerance policy for insults for me or for people who comment on my videos, which some do. So that just be warned that if you make that kind of comment, it doesn't affect me as much anymore. I just block it and move on. So yeah, be careful with those comments. I've seen some things in my comments fields that is not really acceptable, and also suppliers people on comments. So yeah, your thoughts, guys, down below in the comment section on the player. Is this someone you've signed? Is this someone you're now going to sign? Also, players you want to look at, guys. I've got a list of those I'm working my way through. You get a video every day. One day you get a Let's Play video. One day you get a Starts Tomorrow video, and then occasionally, every so often, I'll drop a Man United video in there of my offline save. So if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like button, subscribe. Like I said, check out the Let's Play channel down below. I'll catch you all in the next one.